Hey guys, Ash Trades here, and in this video I'll do a trade recap of how I traded on Monday, the 10th of July. So let's get into it. So this day I traded both the AM and the PM session. In the AM session I tried to get this set up here, but I didn't get entered because price never went back to this value gap where I wanted to enter from. And then I also entered here in the PM session. And if you want to get the same account as me, go to topstep.com and you can now buy a 50k challenge for only $49 a month, which is a 70% discount. And it only lasts for the next 6 days, so go to the link in the description if you want this challenge yourself. And now we're on the 9:30 open, so let me explain what I saw. Let's start off by going to the weekly time frame, and as we can see on the weekly time frame, then we have this open range gap up here, which ICT also talked about we would go up to during this week. So it wouldn't affect my bias too much today because it was Monday and we have CPI's news coming later on this week. So a lot can happen still. But overall, the draw liquidity is up here for now. And if we go to the daily, we can see that we have retraced a bit and we went down to this order block down here and we respected it so far. And price is likely to go up, but we could also go down and take out these lows down here or these lows here. On the 1 hour, we can see we have a lot of liquidity down here that hasn't been taken out. So a drawn liquidity could be these lows over here or the lows here, which we haven't taken out yet. On the 15-minute time frame, what I saw was that I drew out my Fibonacci retracement tool from this high to this low right here on this price move, and as you can see, we have our 50% level up here and our 6.1 level right here. And what I would like to see is a liquidity go up to this area right here before we go down again. So my bias is that we will continue to go up from this up to this area here, and then we'll go down, maybe sweep the lows here or go down and take this low out here. So let's see what price did at 9:30 open. So we went up to this area here where I was talking about. We also had a lot of resistance over here in form of the like order blocks or breaker blocks. So price could easily go down over here when we touch into this area. And we have a first break of structure right here. I should maybe have entered this, but I wanted to wait a bit because I thought price still could go a bit higher because we had equal highs over here, and I wanted to see a more significant break of structure before I went in. So we made 3 equal highs right here before we went down. We didn't do a market structure shift yet, in my opinion. We could take it from this, but I still wanted to wait a bit. And now we finally sweep this low right here, and now I would say we had a market structure shift, a valid one. So what I wanted to do is enter from the fair value gap up here, do a 5 pip stop loss right here, and then target either the lows here or the end of the open range gap down here. And yeah, basically I just wanted it to retrace up to this fair value gap up here before we went further down. But as you can see, it never happened. And we went down and hit TP, but we didn't get filled, so it doesn't really matter. But I didn't take this trade, and I'm quite happy I didn't, because if I entered maybe down on this fair value gap down here, then I would have a stop loss of 7.5, and that wouldn't be as good of a risk to reward ratio as you can see right here. Yeah, either way, even though the trade was won, I didn't get entered, and I didn't risk having a bad stop loss because I was greedy and tried to enter lower than I should. So I'm happy I didn't take the trade, but I'm not happy I didn't get entered, if you know what I mean. So let's go to the PM session and see what happened there. So now we are close to the PM session, and what we can see has happened is that we went down from 10 to 12. We took out the New York Midnight Open right here. We went below it, so this could be a sign of filling orders down here. So our buyers could both be long and short, in my opinion, right now, because we also had this 5-minute fair value gap up here, which hadn't been touched from before. And right here we went into it. So my bias is that we can go short from here, go down, take this low out again, or maybe go out for this liquidity here, or the liquidity we saw further out right here. So my bias was to both ways. So if I saw market structure shift to the downside or the upside, I wanted to enter. So let's see what happened at the open here. Silver bullet PM session. We had the equal lows here created. Did a market structure shift. Had a fair value gap up here. I wanted to enter right around here. Had a 5-point stop loss above the highs over here. And then I wanted to target the lows down here, where I did a break-even trade. So let me explain the two trades and how I did it. I got filled right here. Price went just above here, and I was close to get taken out, but I didn't. And then price went down again into this 5-minute fair value gap we created over here. So this could also be a sign that we took out some sell-side liquidity over here, did a market structure shift on these candles, had a 5-minute fair value gap down here, before we went up and took out these equal highs over here. So right when I saw this 5-minute value gap, I was a bit cautious and I wanted to see how price reacted in this range. And we can see price reacted to it. Didn't go, we went outside of it, but candles didn't close outside of it, and it went above the consequent encouragement. So this fair value gap is quite valid. So if we trade back into it, I wanted to see how we react. And we reacted again, respected it, and I was like, okay, let me go out here in a break even. So I think I went out on this candle right here because I saw that price respected this 5-minute fair value gap down here, and it could be seen as a silver bullet fair value gap for the PM session. So you could also be long in this bias. So instead of going long, I just went out in a break even and called it a day. And actually later we took out the highs over here. So you could both say I was right and wrong, but I'm glad I didn't take the trade. And if you look at the journal, then you can see I updated it right here. We had a plus $20 day. And here you can see my notes for the AM and PM session. And if you want to see my top step account, how it looks now, you can now see that we are in $577 drawdown. But yeah, we'll come after it, and I hope better trading days will come soon. Thank you for watching this video. It was Ash Trades here, and I'm out.